I am considering quitting. So let me explain exactly what I mean first. I'm not quitting David the Futurist, at least I hope not. Just around 3 years now, I had this idea for photographers to go from thousands of photos to select few in just an instant so they can spend less time editing and more time shooting. Like, I've been trying to work on it for the past 3 years. Of course, there are things that like school that get in the way, or just like a couple of different false starts. I learned a lot with that startup idea because it wasn't my first idea, but I guess it was the first idea that I had. I'm not gonna say it's my first good idea, but it was the first idea that I had that had traction. I think that all of the responsibilities I've had in the past 3 to 4 months, none of them have really been specifically about doing more research with Honeybadger. Meaning that the what I knew about the industry then is pretty much the same what I know now. Compared to my boosted board repair business, I've been working on that pretty much since October, so 2 to 3 months right now. And I've learned so much about it compared to Honeybadger that I kind of feel out of place continuing to work on it. I still believe in the idea, and I still believe that that's something that photographers need, and I need to do more research on it. And I guess like my lack of progress with that research is what is compelling me to say, yeah, maybe I should just work on this idea at a later date when I do have more time to do so. When you move on from an idea, you're not necessarily dismissing it as a bad idea. It could be that it's a good idea, but you just need more time with validation, because right now, when you're in the idea stage, it's very, very cheap to make changes versus if you try to make that idea into a real thing and then find out, wait, it's not such a good idea and you gotta change a lot of things. Well, like changing those things are just much more costly. Refer to my one-pager video for everything that I explain about those kinds of ideas. But on the other hand, it could just be that it's the right idea, but the wrong time for you specifically to execute. I am hopeful that some other person that is just as passionate about photography as I am understands the vision that I had in their own special way and goes about making a product very similar to Honeybadger in the next few years. And if that's the case, it's a victory, because my mission of helping photographers save time editing has been achieved. Even if I'm not the one doing it, at least like someone else very similar to me had a very similar insight and thought it was a big enough problem to go after and commercialize. So that being said, what are you ready to quit? I know the idea of quitting can be off-putting for a lot of entrepreneurs, especially since we have this like culture where like, hey, yeah, it's all about the grind, you gotta just never give up. And I really don't think that's healthy for a lot of entrepreneurs because, well, sometimes you just gotta pivot, and that pivot has to be partially for you and also for the market. Anyway, I'm David the Futurist, and I will see you guys in the future.